Hello and welcome to Mickey Art. My name's Michelle Edhouse and today I am looking to try and reproduce, oh crikey, this is so not the colour that is on my phone, this bench top. My in-laws have asked me to pour a coat rack, like the hook rack that I've done before for them, to go with their new kitchen, and I cannot seem to get this to give you the colour it actually is. I'm not sure what's required to do that. But anyway, the colours are a lot more grey, ducky, egg kind of colour than this. This is showing very brown. Maybe this is showing me what the colours I've picked will do when I actually want it to be greyer than that. So anyway, that's the target, but I'm not going to pour straight onto the coat rack. I'm going to pour on this 8x10 just to give me a bit of play, a bit of what else is possible. I want it to be really, 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 really not white. So what I'm going to do first is put in a little bit of Payne's Grey, which is sort of a blue-black colour. If you guys haven't come across Payne's Grey before, do. Let's move this into the centre so you can see what I'm doing. So we've got some Payne's Grey in there, and then I've got some just plain titanium white, and I'm going to pour that in and swizzle it like that, and what that's done is really got rid of the white, harsh white. Then I'm going to just put a touch of burnt sienna in, and a whole heap more white, and give it one more stir like that. Then we're going to use the gravy separator. I don't think that's light enough. More white. The gravy separator jug. I don't think I've got any silicone in any of that. But we're definitely getting cells. Check that out. How cool is that? Let's see what happens. Because it's, as you can see in the picture, if I can get it to be the right way around, it doesn't actually have cells as such. Kind of vaguely, sort of, but more lacing. It's a fake stone top, so let's see what we can do. Definitely don't want it just to be lines or perfect rings. So I'm just going to take lots of roundaboutsy, nice thin, looks like I've got way too much paint for this. So let's stop there. And I'm going to try and tip it onto a card wherever I tip. So let's go that way. Sorry about the lighting, what's it doing? And then take it off that way. Get the whole thing covered first, and then try and even it out a little bit so we don't have quite so much pull. See, what I mean by pull is these big long streaks. Not a fan of those, because it really looks like you have tilted instead of just cut through a bit of rock. Wow, to say we've got no silicone in this, it's really behaving like it has got silicone. It's really quite bizarre. Well, it's not as white as the bench top, but it's definitely heading towards the colours. Well, while it's wet anyway. Who knows what it'll dry like. So this is the thing. I'm trying to get an idea of colours. But it's definitely given it that blue-grey look, which is awesome. I'm going to tap the screen and try and get it to lighten up a bit for you. There you go. So there's something in there, probably the Floetrol, that's giving us lots of cell-like structures. I'm sure there's no silicone in any of those colours. Absolutely positive, so it's kind of bizarre really. Check them out. Maybe I've finally cracked the code that I've been wanting to crack for a long time of how to get cells without silicone. I've been asking to have that happen, but not putting any effort into creating it. How often do you do that? Universe, God, give me such and such. And then you just sit back and hope it happens. This is a doing universe, guys. I always remember the story about the old woman who every single day she goes to church and she prays, "Dear God, please let me win lotto." Every day for months she goes in there. "Dear God, please let me win the lottery." And finally, after about 3 months of this daily ritual of hers, this voice booms out of the sky. "Would you give me a hand here, lady? At least buy a ticket." You can ask and ask and ask, but if you don't put in place what's required to receive it, the universe kind of struggles a bit. God struggles a bit. Whoever it is that your point of view is that it answers your calls. Yeah, gotta put some effort in, guys. Now, I reckon there's silicone in there because there's a nice little bubble come up there. There is cells coming up as and if there's no silicone and it's just the paint densities that's creating it, you don't get things like that grow. Check this out. Let's zoom in. That just grew when I heated it. But it's cool. I like it. This is a great color combination. I think I mastered it on the first try. How cool am I? Whoop whoop. How's it getting any easier than that? Okay. Well, that was quick and easy. No, you can't see it. It's just not happening. I will put a picture of the thing. If I remember when I'm editing this, I will put the actual photo in so you can see. But I like it. I do like it. It's very busy. I think it's a very cool background. Awesome. What do we get on our cardboard? Let's have a look. Move this out of the way. So if you're going to do cardboard like this, guys, you need to sit the cardboard down to dry on either a plastic or a baking tray, like one of those rack trays. Otherwise, you're going to get the cardboard, it gets wet, it's attaches itself to whatever you've put it on, like if you put it down on paper or cardboard or something. And then it goes dry and melds itself, and then it's stuck. So for those of you that don't know what to do with cardboard like this, you can stick it in a frame, you can cut it into pieces and stick them on the front of cards, you can cut them into pieces and put them in pendant trays, or you can just put them in a pile and don't do anything with them like I often do. Or maybe you could, if you are doing acrylic pouring for sale, you know, make them available for crafters. You know, 50 cents a sheet. It's just your run-off paint and the back of the inside of a cereal box. But, you know, people that do scrapbooking, stuff like that, may want to create something magical out of them. And here's me just trying to fill in the gaps. Don't have to fill in the gaps. Alright, so it's quite messy. Let's see what let's put it on a tray like I said. Otherwise it will stick to my paper. And give it a bit of a... Ooh! Yeah, there's definitely silicone in here. I don't know where it's come from. Maybe it's actually was on the jug. Maybe I didn't... Because I don't use soap when I clean my gear, so I wonder if there was silicone in the jug. Running out of gas. I like these little butane torches. They're really easy to refill, and they just keep going. If you just keep refilling them, they just keep going and going and going, and until of course you drop them in some paint and gum up the workings, and then they stop. Awesome. Just some tiny little cells come up, no biggies. Just some... I'm not a fan of those. Alright. So there we go, guys. I am going to leave this all to dry and then take them around to my in-laws' place and check to see if there's a colour match. If there is, I don't need to do any more exploring. I can just paint. And I'm sure some of you are going to say, what are you going to do with that, Michelle? Yes, there's still paint in here. What can I do with it? Tune into the next video and find out what I do with this paint. How much fun can I have? Alright guys, I adore you, and I'll be back in 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Here she goes. As you can see, she's all dry. And I'm really loving... Oh, that looks like a whale. Can you see that? Let me put it down so I can use my my finger and point. Ugh! Don't slide. So here's its fin, its eye, its back. Don't slide. Anyway, that's what I'm seeing in that part. But I really like it. It's totally not the right colour though. I took it around to my in-laws' place and popped it on the bench, and in comparison to this, their bench is quite green. Here, let me show you this picture I took at their place. So as you can see, I need to go greener. So I am tossing up how to do that. So I will be having another play in the near future, and we'll see what grand and glorious colour schemes we can create. So the cardboard dried out pretty cool too. It's a lot more swirly whirly gig. I'm not sure what you do with that, but I like it. I do. I like it a lot. So how's it get any better than that? Alright. So, thank you for coming to play on my colour scheme play date thing, game. I don't know, what do you call it? But I had fun. I enjoyed it, and I'm really impressed with the colours. I like this. I think I like it a lot. Alright guys, I adore you, and I will see you in a couple of days for the next video. Bye bye.